So this is my new, well, it's not new, but you know what I mean. This is my new rebuild.
Kodokuna Raida YouTube channel.
Don't laugh too much, because I think you're going to be surprised what we've got and what we're going to do with it. So the good thing about this one, it's a 1985. So the first Vmax, everyone has to be loving that. It's done 43,000 kilometers, but for its age, that's not too bad. We've got a lot of parts missing. It hasn't been run. I haven't run it yet. They've changed the exhaust. I hate that. Okay. The engine's not looking too good. So sometime or other, someone's rebuilt these carbies because they've painted these covers. Of course, we've just got our single brakes on the front. A little bit of leaking there in the seals, but that's okay. We can put, oh, they're really hard rubbers. We can change those seals over. No vents, no covers, so we've got our things hanging down there. Oh, it's been leaking some gasoline here. One time or other, we have to check that out and see what the problem is. Actually, the shocks on the back, they don't look too bad. They're not like leaking. Oh, that one is. Oh, no rear brake caliper. No line. I think this is going to be a really enjoyable build. Okay, so let me tell you about this Vmax. The guy had bought it about 10 years ago. He didn't know exactly, but he said about 10 years ago. He bought it and he wanted to rebuild it. So he started pulling it to bits, and that's why there's bits missing here. And he hasn't done any more to it. Nothing for those 10 years. It's just sat in the shed. And then his wife has had enough. Get that bike out of the garage. Put it on Yahoo auctions, and I bought it for $300. I could strip this down and sell the bits. Probably get, $2,000 for all the bits. But I want to rebuild it. Everyone are to enjoy it and ride around and, just enjoy these fantastic bikes. Now, what he has told me, he bought a battery because he wanted to try and get it running to sell it. Because, of course, he'd get more money. So he bought a battery, he put it in, it wouldn't turn over. So two things. We've either got another seized motor, or there's something wrong with the electrical system. But he said he couldn't turn it over, so he sold it on Yahoo auction as junk, just to be stripped down and sold. If we can get this motor going, if the motor is okay, I want to show everyone how cheap you can rebuild these bikes for. So every part I buy, everything I do for this, we're going to have a list and how much it's going to cost me to rebuild to look like that. And I'm trying to keep the price as cheap as possible to show you guys how to do it, where I buy the parts, and I'll reveal everything with you. So the first thing we're going to do is see if this motor will turn over. I don't have a spare battery, but What I do have is some jumper leads. So let me get my jumper leads out and see if we can make it turn over. Okay, I've got my battery ready. So I've connected the earth over to the earth strap over there. But before we try and turn it over, I've got to check that we've got oil. Now this bike at the moment, a little bit of problem because it's only got a side stand. Hasn't got a centre stand, and that's because of the exhaust they've put on it. So they've put this Kirker exhaust and they've changed these rear pipes over. It looks a mess under there. Look at that. That's a real mess. Looks like it's just got the standard front pipes, but I want to put the centre stand, so we'll change this exhaust over to a standard exhaust. I've actually got a spare one around. So let's have a look at this oil. Let me stand the bike up. Oh, there we go. So we've got oil. Well, that's great. Okay, let's see if we can turn it over. Put that there. Wow, I even get that. What is that? A little snowman. Oh. Okay, we've got lights. Now what I didn't hear then is the V-boost going on. We know it's got V-boost. We've got our box here for our V-boost. Nothing. And no fuel pump. So it might just be a fuse. Maybe. Let's see if it'll turn over. Okay, so we've got nothing. Okay, so there is a way around this. So this part here is our solenoid. So the wire from this side of your solenoid goes directly to your starter motor. So if I touch this with power, it should turn over if our battery is good enough. Let's try it. Here we go. Here we go. So it turns over. It's not seized. Already, we're going great. How good's that? Do it once more. In the next episode, we're going to try and get this motor running. Come on. Thanks a lot. Always remember, drive like you know each other, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.